If you think you're safe because your truck hasn't thrown a check engine light yet, think again. Thousands of truck owners are waking up to the same nightmare: engine failure before even hitting 80,000 miles. No warning, no second chances, just a $10,000 repair bill that hits harder than a pothole in February. And here's the kicker: some of the trucks with the worst odds, they're the ones everyone told you were bulletproof. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 popular trucks from the 2021 to 2024 market that are showing signs of major engine problems early. And stick around, because I'll also show you a 60-second trick to spot engine risk before you buy. One of these trucks is so new, Toyota just offered to replace the whole engine. Free. Yeah, you heard that right. Alright, so before we go throwing stones at your favorite brand, here's how I built this list. First, I looked at official investigations and recalls. We're talking NHTSA level stuff. If the feds are involved, it's not just a one-off fluke. Then I dug through owner reports, complaint clusters, and massive forum threads where real people are posting failed parts, repair quotes, and exact mileage when the engine tapped out. And I didn't just count little annoyances. These are trucks with patterns of serious engine damage before 80,000 miles. Stuff like failed cam phasers, lifters wiping out cams, machining debris in brand new blocks, or oil loss that starves the engine to death. This isn't fear-mongering, it's risk awareness, so you can buy smart and dodge a $10,000 regret. Let's kick it off with a fan favorite, the Ford 5.0, solid engine, until it starts drinking oil like a teenager at prom. Now don't get me wrong, the 5.0 Coyote is a legend in Mustang circles. But in the F-150, it's developed a nasty little habit, burning oil like it's free. We're seeing owner reports of trucks down 2 to 3 quarts between oil changes with less than 25,000 miles on the clock. No leaks, no smoke, just vanishing oil. And if you don't catch it in time, you're looking at worn cam bearings, crank damage, and a wallet that suddenly feels very empty. Some blame the plasma-coated cylinder walls Ford introduced. Others say it's a ring seating issue. Either way, this ain't a just top it off problem. If oil gets low, internal damage creeps in fast. And guess what? Dealers often tell owners it's within spec. But come on, 2 quarts gone by 3,000 miles? That ain't normal. Now you know, if you're test driving a 5.0 F-150, always pull the dipstick cold and hot, ask for oil usage logs, and if the seller hesitates, walk. You just saved yourself $8,000. Subscribe if you want more bite-sized truck buying tricks like this. Now, if you're thinking, fine, I'll just get the EcoBoost instead. Slow down. That one's got problems of its own. Ah yes, the 3.5-liter EcoBoost. Twin turbos, loads of torque, and a track record that's complicated. See, Ford's been battling cam phaser issues on this engine family for over a decade. The newest gen was supposed to fix it, but the ghost of the tick still haunts 2021 to 2024 trucks. Owners are reporting cold start rattles, especially around 40,000 to 60,000 miles. Some say it's harmless, others end up needing full top-end rebuilds, timing components, or even new heads. And don't get it twisted, this isn't just a noise. Left unchecked, cam phaser wear can mess with valve timing and lead to bigger engine failures. And the worst part? The sound mimics other issues, like wastegate rattle, so even some techs misdiagnose it. You could be chasing your tail for months while the damage piles up. My tip? Do a cold start. If it rattles, ask about updated phasers or service bulletins. And if the seller says, they all do that? That's not a pass. That's a warning label. But if you thought that was bad, just wait until you hear what Toyota's been quietly doing behind the scenes with their brand new Tundra engines. Toyota's reputation? Bulletproof. But the new twin-turbo V6 in the 2022 to 2023 Tundra? That thing shattered expectations. And not in a good way. Toyota quietly issued a massive recall affecting over 100,000 trucks because of machining debris left inside the engine block. Yeah, metal shavings, from the factory, floating around like sand in a smoothie. Drivers reported knocking, rough idling, even full engine shutdowns before hitting 10,000 miles. The result? Toyota's offering full engine replacements. That's not a repair. That's an hour bad. And it doesn't stop there. Enthusiasts are tracking a growing list of early turbocharger failures too. Oil starvation, blown seals, shaft play, you name it. And the worst part? These trucks are barely broken in. So while the 3.5 EcoBoost's issues creep in slowly, the Tundras can hit like a truck, literally. If you're buying used, run the VIN immediately. If the recall hasn't been done, don't even test drive it. And if it has, triple-check paperwork and ask how many engines that truck's already had. And if you thought Toyota catching a case was rare, wait until you hear how many Rams are ticking themselves into oblivion. They call it the Hemi tick, but don't let the cute nickname fool you. This isn't just an annoying sound. It's often the first warning shot before your camshaft eats itself alive. Here's what's happening. The lifters collapse, stop rotating, and grind into the cam lobes, shaving metal straight into your oil. Owners have seen this happen as early as 15,000 miles. And it's not just a Dodge thing. It's showing up in Ram 1500s, Rebels, even Durangos. The fix? Well, there isn't a cheap one. You're looking at $6,000 to $8,000 for a teardown and rebuild, if you catch it early. And some shops just drop a remanufactured long block instead. Even worse, cylinder deactivation MDS may be part of the problem. Some say it starves the lifters of oil. Others argue it's poor metallurgy. Either way, it keeps coming back, even after repairs. Thinking of buying a Hemi? Warm it up, listen for a tick at idle, then get the oil filter pulled and inspected. If you see glitter, that's not a party. That's camshaft confetti. Now for the final boss, the engine that's literally under federal investigation for grenading without warning, and it's in nearly 1 million trucks. Now we've reached the #1 engine risk on the used truck market, and it's not even close. The GM 6.2-liter L87 V8 found in Silverados, Sierras, Yukons, Tahoes, Escalades, you name it, is officially under federal investigation. Why? Because owners keep reporting sudden engine failure. No warning lights, no ticking, just silence. The feds are looking into over 877,000 trucks built from 2019 to 2024, after connecting rod and bearing failures started cropping up across the country. Rod through the block? That's not just catastrophic, it's game over. And while GM finally issued a recall in 2025, it only covers a fraction of affected engines. Some get a quick inspection, others, full engine replacement. Oh, and don't forget about the lifter collapse epidemic tied to their dynamic fuel management DFM system. Yep, the same one that's been haunting GM V8s since 2014. Buy check tip. Run the VIN for recalls, inspect service history, and scan for misfires or DFM codes. If the engine sounds off or the owner's dodging questions, bail. Now you can walk into a used truck lot and know, in 60 seconds, if you're looking at a solid deal or a ticking time bomb. Hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next. But before we wrap, let me show you that checklist right now so you can screenshot it. Trust me, it'll save you a fortune. All right, here's your screenshot-worthy checklist. If you're buying a used 2021 to 2024 truck, run through these before you even think about signing anything. Number 1. Run the VIN through both NHTSA and the manufacturer's recall tool. Number 2. Cold start test. Listen for ticks, rattles, or weird clatter in the first 5 seconds. Number 3. Check the dipstick twice. Once cold, once after a test drive. Big swings equals red flag. Number 4. Scan for misfires or timing codes, even if there's no check engine light. Number 5. Pull the oil filter, if possible, or send a sample for lab analysis. Metal in the oil equals walk away. Number 6. Ask about cam phaser, lifter, or turbo work. If they say, yeah, we had to fix that, ask, why so soon? These 6 steps, they're pulled from real owner horror stories. Miss one, and you might end up living one of your own. Drop your truck's year and engine in the comments, and I'll tell you what I'm seeing in terms of risk. Or if I missed something, let me know. Someone else watching might thank you later. And if this saved you from buying a lemon, subscribe. Next week, we're diving into which trucks to actually buy. The powertrains that keep running past 200K with barely a hiccup. Until then, buy smart, stay greasy, and never trust a silent engine.